Most of the time, he's a darling.
Is he?
We were happy to see him, but then we came here and...
Well, I boss him about. Silly goose resents it. He's the gentlest man. But when he's in his black mood, he's horrid.
Did you tell him to marry me?
Of course. I had to get rid of him somehow. We must reform. You said it yourself.
Augusta, I need you.
That is over, in the past.
Medora is not in the past.
Medora is nothing to do with you. Medora's the Colonel's child.
Oh, is she?
This is a very sudden interest you have in little babies.
I lay down with you, Gus. We were lovers.
But now you are married, and it is ancient history.
Christ, I hate being married.
You may not hate it. You must try to be content, try to be a good husband. Will you try?
Tell me why I should.
If you love me as you say, you will try.
I do love you.
Then try.
Goodbye. She's a darling. I like her enormously. She tells me she's been made a lady-in-waiting to Queen Charlotte, so she'll be off and up to town. I said to come up to us in Piccadilly. Bea, I think I'm expecting a child.
Oh, God. Nice place.
Marriage has its perquisites, eh?
Well, I got a wife and a cold on the same day. But I got rid of the cold pretty speedily. I don't think there's any need for that. You haven't lived here for 6 months.
We hope for a boy, of course. We are most contented, Aunt. Well, to be frank, we were a little discomposed at 6 Mile Bottom, but we seem to have weathered that.
Keep your eye on Mrs. Lee. The woman is very clever and very wicked.
Good morning, Captain Hobhouse.
Plain Mr. Hobhouse now, Lady Byron. I had to resign my commission.
Did it cost a lot getting elected?
Most of my inheritance, I'm afraid. But I rather suspect it was worth it. I'm now in a position where I may have some influence upon the fate of this country. And that is where I have always wanted to be.
What have you got against living in Piccadilly, George?
It's 700 a year, that's what. And the day before last, I found a grey hair on my head. Christ. 28, insolvent, and grey. Who's that talking to Shelley?
A Greek fella. Drumming up money for some lost cause. Trust Shelley to fall for it.
My lord, they're...
Fletcher.
We're having a little trouble with bailiffs, my lord.
Mamma will hear this news.
No doubt the heavenly host have contacted her already.
Have the civility not to mock the pious.
Your mother is about as pious as a boiled egg.
What is it you expect of me, Bea? Am I not good enough for you?
You are too good.
You could be better.
You make me worse.
What is that?
Laudanum. For my nerves. Good morning.
Are you working?
No, I am thinking of killing myself. I only forbear from a consideration of the pleasure it would give my mother-in-law.
My name is Claire Claremont. I'm a friend of Shelley's.
Oh. I have read his Queen Mab. And why are you here, Miss Claremont?
I want to go to bed with you.
How did he take it?
Rather keen, I think.
But isn't he married?
Well, marriage, what is that? I can never resist the temptation of throwing a pebble at it as I pass by.
I shall marry Shelley, you know.
What prevented you from coming across and saying hello?
Not everyone at the club approves of your membership.
And you listen to them, do you? Look, because I'm a revolutionist, I'm dragged through the courts for exposing their frauds and scorning their power. And they would tear from me my children, my property, my liberty, and my fame. But how can I keep silent when there's this?
All religion is based on superstition. Priests are agents of state power. Poetry our weapon against them. He wants a new society for all men. And women, too. Can man be free if woman be a slave?
Brandy and soda, if you please.
Yes, my lord.
Your parrot bit my finger.
I can get along with anyone. Why can't I get along with her? We're like two parallel lines belong to infinity. Side by side, but destined never to meet. And I'm behaving like a swine.
Any idea why?
No, because I'm a Byron.
And you're all doomed. You engineer it, man. You can't get up in the morning without digging a pit for yourself. I simply won't accept all this predestination guff. I don't believe that any man is damned unequivocally to hell.
No, well, you're not from Aberdeen, are you?
And everything is ready for your accouchement?
We are all prepared. Mamma is sending Mrs. Curtin. And I have asked Mrs. Lee to come up.
Mrs. Lee?
She and her brother are awfully close. But they have some secret, Caro, that I do not share. I do love Augusta. But it is so frustrating.